Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to Wagon Wheel Friday. Last week, not so good again. One winner out of 6. We need to get that up to at least 2. And Forbidden Love, the best bet of the day, probably won convincingly, which was nice, but very poor price, really. So not much profit there. I'm Thunderstruck ran a really nice race to run second, but not quite good enough to beat Zaki, and so strike rate slowly decreasing down now to under 30%, return on investment around about 8% to the negative. So let's see what we can get for this week. So over to the spreadsheet, and I've identified 6 races this week, 5 at Rosehill, 1 at Mornington, and a few of these we're not going to have a bet in, I don't think. But the first one, Rosehill Race 3, we've got Polly Gray as the top pick in the race, and it ran a shocker, to be honest, last start. But it has had 3 starts over 2,000 at Rosehill for 3 wins. So I guess that's a positive for it. So definitely going to be having about $12.50 on that one. Can't see that it's going to drop down below $4.83 as we get near to start time. Rosehill Race 5. This one won nicely last week. Kiss on All 4 Cheeks. Coming up from Melbourne, I think, to run in Sydney. Won't be betting on it. It's way unders as far as the Wagon's concerned. And in fact, the Wagon tells us that every horse in the race really has some sort of a chance, except for perhaps the bottom weight, more profits. So numbers there. I'll upload this for you onto Google Sheets as I always do, so you can download the entire file to your desktop and then play around with it at your leisure. Rosehill Race 6, Brutality's come up as top pick again. Didn't run too badly last start, finished 4th. A few other horses in the race with some chance of winning. But I've got to follow the system. So at the moment, it is overs. Wagon prices it at $5, so we're going to have about $12 on that one. Rosehill Race 7, Spanish Mission comes up as top pick again. I think it was a top pick 2 starts ago. But at the moment it's unders. In fact, all of the horses are unders, so no bet in this race. Last race at Rosehill. This is a bit of a challenge, really. This horse, Gypsy Goddess, coming down from Queensland, just stambled along at the back of the field last start and then just unleashed a powerful finish to run over the top of the field. But it's a little bit hard to assess what's going on here. Up in class, and it's never run on a heavy track, and so a little bit unknown, whereas this one, the second favourite here, second pick in the race also by the Wagon, not that far behind Gypsy Goddess, Hinged, ran home pretty nicely last start on a heavy track. So that's what's going to be a bit of a challenge. The Wagon, of course, is saying we've got to get on this one at $16.50, so we can't mess around with it. Going to have to back it. But, you know, there's few unknowns here. Can it handle the heavy track? And we know this one can. So there's a bit of a challenge. But coming to the last race at Mornington, I think this is the bet of the weekend for me anyway. Pondus won very nicely last week, but Crystal Pegasus was a dominant win at its last start, and the Wagon has it 10 points clear. And it's not very often you get a 10-point clear horse when it comes around to the Wagon Wheel ratings, and so not much of a price, $2.70 at the moment with the bookies, but it's a standout bet probably for me. No advice, of course, for you to follow my selections. But anyway, that's it for this week. 6 races there. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you have some success tomorrow, and it's happy punting to everyone.